Good day, this is Caroline Mhlari. Thank you for joining me right here on Divine Women Empowerment Inspirational Talk on Global Conference Television. Today we are talking about giving back, the joy of giving back. And in studio we've got an amazing, beautiful ladies that are giving back to the community, giving back to women. And they are from Flojo Foundation. And I would like to introduce them, and they are Florence Kosa, and then we've got Nkuli. I am like, God, I'm so bad with these names, like literally. Thank you so much for joining us, joining us in studio, and I understand that you guys have an amazing campaign that you are running called Panties and Bras. Please introduce yourself and tell us more about it. We'll start off with Flo.
Yes, my name is Florence Kosa. I'm a founder of Flojo Foundation.
Awesome.
And Flojo Foundation is basically housing the Panties and Bras campaign, which concentrates on girls. We are motivated by, or we've been involved in a lot of sanitary towels drive. We've been involved in academic sectors for girls. But then there was one thing that we discovered that girls need, and which is underwear.
Right.
And this came about when we were involved in a lot of charity work, but with orphanage homes. And we gave them all these things like sanitary pads, we gave them clothes, we gave them food, and realized a couple of years later that actually they have these things, but they don't have underwear, and no one is really thinking about that. Then that's how Panties and Bras was birthed.
Wow, that is, and it's so true that especially in the black community, because you know how we women as black women, we don't want people to know our business. We don't want people to know our business. And you're a young girl, and imagine you're embarrassed that you don't have underwear, you don't have a bra, you don't, or your underwear is torn or something like that. And I believe that when we give back, us that have, we give back to those, it's always a great seed that there's a reward in it. So so an inspirational comes, that's where inspiration comes from. And what is your view on what, do in partnership you two together, or give us more on your side?
Oh, my side.
Oh, yes.
Just to touch on what you said about giving, us that have, everybody has something to give.
Oh yes.
That's what we need to remember. Everybody has something to give. Just to introduce myself, my name is Nkuli Nzimande. I'm a director at the Flojo Foundation and a co-founder of the Panties and Bras. And I think Flo has touched on everything, hey? She's basically my inspiration. So she's like
inspiring me already. She's been inspiring
She's
me.
my inspiration. She's like my mentor.
Yeah.
So she's been doing this for a very long time.
Awesome.
And when she spoke to me about it, I was like, I'm in. And good thing is the both of us haven't looked back since. You know, some partnerships don't work.
Yes.
But this one was like God driven from day one, you know?
Yeah.
It was, God was in it. And till this very moment.
And you're right in saying partnerships don't last, because everyone is not in for the goodness
For
of
the same-
for the
yes.
same type of vision, the same type of thing
Yeah.
that you drive. That everyone is in for the benefit and
course.
for the publicity they want to pull, but then they forget the vision, they forget the goal behind this, and the sensitivity about it, especially with such things like we spoke of air. That for me, I feel the reason why I called you guys and to say this is very sensitive, because I mean I live in a community area. My mom also helps something similar to this, where she gives sanitary towels to young girls in the high school, and that because some of their parents they'll come secretly to my mom and say, my daughter, even themselves, they will come and say, I don't have sanitary. A grown woman like that will come and say, I don't have sanitary towels. And for people to step up, for women to step up and say, I'm going to step up and make a difference, and not just talk about women empowerment and inspirational and do the talk, but I'm going to literally do the work. It is much more effort, and there's much more sincerity in that. So I believe that you guys have been touring and going to different places.
Yes.
Which areas have you been, have been touched base? What was the first area that you basically touched?
Okay, so we have different division when it comes to Panties and Bras.
Okay.
So we do activations.
Right.
That's where we go to malls. and we involve the public basically.
Yes,
So
wonderful.
we're saying the public can come and donate the new panties and bras from the age of 6 to 18. So we go to a mall, have the activation there, encourage people. They go to your stores and then buy, and then they drop in the box. And the first one that we had was at Maponya in Soweto. And we filled boxes. We had people, excuse me, buying in bulk and dropping in the box. And that was a huge success. And then we had one in Springs Mall, that is Ekurhuleni side, which was really awesome. And we had companies like BMW, Coca-Cola coming on board and said, we'll pay for everything.
Wow.
You know, so that is, I must say that the public is actually, even corporate, they coming on board. They're saying, you know what, I think this is unique and this is what we want to do. This is how we want to help. And then the second part of it is mentorship. So my thing is this, I don't want to go to a place, or let's say I come to your life and just give you a shirt because you don't have a shirt. But I want to empower you on, okay, I give you a shirt, but can I empower you to do something so you can buy yourself a shirt?
Yes.
You know, so, and then we started the mentorship program for the girls. So now we're doing on a bigger scale, which is schools. So we have professionals that they gather, and then we give them training. Then we go to schools and provide mentorship programs for the girls. So basically empowering them, boosting their confidence in academically and in any way.
Have you come across any specific girls that become personally to you and literally just start opening up?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I mean, it for me to step into such segment.
Yeah.
You. I'm, for example, a girl that hasn't been having. That's the time when your confidence and your self-esteem, everything just go out of the window, and you don't feel anymore that I'm a girl. You just live. So you start isolating, or you become the bully type of person. You become all these type of nasty things, but inside you are literally crying.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like asking, have you come across whereby a girl would literally come, because this is what you guys are doing, not just only giving, but you're letting them break out from that thing. So if people, that's why people are coming on board, because they see you're not only giving back with giving panties and bras and that, but you're literally let them break out of that box that have been placed in, or those who are on their way to going there and building the confidence in that.
That's what the mentorship program is about. We first go to these girls and find out, what are you going through? Besides not having underwear, what are you going through? Talk to me, I'm your sister. I'm not just here for a day. I'll be back.
And it takes patience.
Exactly. So that's how we then get all of that information. What's going on? What's going on at home? What's going on at school? Who's bullying you here? Is everything okay at home? So that's where we get all of that information, and we then come back and sort it out. And that's what the mentorship program is about. That's a very important program, actually.
It is.
We don't just want to give you underwear, but we want to have that relationship.
Empower you.
What
You need
was
to
the
grow
toughest
together.
case that you've come across? There's the toughest case.
I'll allow her to tell you.
Like, I'm sensing it. Sorry, I'm like, we with ourselves here, so we're gonna break it up, because you know why? There will be girls that will be watching the show. That would want to contact directly and say, I need Flo Joe Foundation help. I need them right now in my life. I need them to come and speak to me, because my mother's not listening, my father's abusing me, I am bullied by, I'm this and I'm that. So there is help, there is hope for me right now, and these ladies and the fact they are there, so I'm gonna go. So I believe, because I'm literally gonna drive this thing, and I won't call you back again, because this is something that we need to talk about. This is something that we're not only talking about it, but to be active about it. So I'm asking if there is one tough case or one situation that you've come across.
A couple. We had a lot. Trust me. It takes a lot to break down the wall that a lot of girls are building. And I'm also talking from experience, because I grew up with a lot of abuse. And breaking that wall, it took years. And it took years because there was no one available, And I'm thinking, if I had someone like me who would reach out and say, Flo, talk to me, probably I would be in a different space. But I still embrace that process, because I believe that it was God that is saying, I'm allowing this to happen to you, so you'll be equipped to help someone who's going through that. So we have girls where they literally can't talk to their parents. Parents even though they're protective, but they just don't put themselves in that shoe, and it's because we live in different eras. They come from just man up, just get up and do do something. But now we dealing with sensitivity of kids who are saying, I think someone is touching me in a way that I'm not, and then because of lack, they get to a space where they allow older people to take care of them. An older guy would say, there's one case where a 12-year-old has been raised by the grandmother. Grandmother can only afford the food, and nakona, the food is, we're talking about just basic food, and then shelter. And that's it, and for her to go to school. And there's this older man who is coming and say, I'll buy you groceries, I'll buy you panties and bras, I'll buy you weave, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you, I'm a blesser. You understand? And then she's exposed to this lifestyle that she's seeing probably on TV or social media and saying, hey, I think this is okay. But we come in and saying, we'll give you the necessities that you need, we'll give you this toiletries, we'll give you this, but concentrate on your education and change your story. The way I've changed my story and say, okay, I need to break out from this, I need to change a story, and for me to change a story, I have to allow someone to impart wisdom and ways of dealing with things, or dealing with life in general. So we have those cases where kids say, I really want to leave this guy, but at this moment he's giving me everything that I need.
And they become so attached to this type of kind of lifestyle, which is not a good seed, which is not a at that moment for them it's good, but then as they grow up, something already, when they were younger, something has already clicked and something has already changed. So now you're growing up and you're becoming this diva and you're becoming this type of person. You literally have somehow lost yourself, because you've lost yourself at that young innocent age. How do I change this type of thing when I'm this grown, when there's no help? Therefore, I am very happy that there are women like yourselves that are standing up to prevent that type of thing from happening in their lives. Because to grow up with this type of mentality, in my community area, you can see there's a lot of them that drugs are taking over, even worse. Drugs are taking over. For them, drugs are taking over, prostitution are taking over, everything for them just to live in that type, for them to be in that sanity. Some of them has to be drunk. Because they can't take it to go to sleep and thinking, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have that. My gosh.
And society makes it normal.
They make it literally. It's no longer something surprise. It's no longer a surprise. And when you get raped or anything, and yet you wanted it. But who does that? That is still a woman. That is still a girl. And that makes them bitter. And like I always say, when you're bitter and all of that, everything starts coming on your face, and there's this different mask that comes on you. Are there any organizations, bigger organizations that you and partners and other bigger partners that you guys, besides like you say Coca-Cola and what's the other brand that BMW that came on board that are actually boosting they're boosting you guys at the moment?
Not yet, but we are in talks with a number of companies. We don't want to now just put it out there, but a lot of people love the campaign. A lot of people are calling us, and we're doing something in August, which you'll find out soon. We're doing a lot of things.
Don't worry, you'll be there. Like literally, I really know. Honestly, I literally would like to be part of such thing. Reason being is that they were actually in August. This was my idea. Unfortunately, I had another event that's coming up, but my idea was, and I had you guys in mind, whereby I want to go to a home in Pretoria or somewhere for women that have been abused. And when I saw the Panties and Bra campaign that you guys are running, I'm thinking, you know what? When I finally found the date and see the date, if it matches with your dates that you're available, then I would actually want to go and have like an event there. But we have this big thing whereby we have our talks, but we have the Panties and Bra campaign that's also running on that same day with them, because you find out that they're in these homes, but they're still not. Just to, because not only young girls, it's like grown women as well. So I wanted to, I still want to have it, because that's my way of giving back. Because I even said to my partners that I'm working with in the Divine Women Empowerment, I said, we are so busy having our high teas here outside and so having our corporate stuff here outside. But who's taking these things to the women that are in homes, that are coming from abusive homes, that are coming from, running away from all of these type of things, and now they're in these homes, they're just literally living there. And what I got inspired is when I watched the Kim Kardashian type of thing. And then I literally looked at it, I'm like, these rich people, they're not just rich, but they're literally also trying to do something. And here we are here, and we are doing, but we're not getting into it. But literally, it kicked in my spirit, like, God is like, the same thing that I'm saying to you. You are so busy doing women empowerment events for those that can pay, that can come. What about those that are sitting in these homes that do not have these things, that do not have this type of care? Why don't you take the message that you give to those who know already the message, you're just reminding them, and take it to those who do not know, who do not have. And that's why I'm saying I would really like to be part of it and do something with it, because it's a really great campaign that you guys are really running to, and that you're doing it. Are there any other areas, or upcoming events that you guys are really like for the other locations that you'll be going to?
Yeah, we basically initially we wanted to start with Gauteng. And
so you're planning a tour?
I tell you, yes. Trust me, the first time we posted on social media, remember, and we had people all over were saying, "Oh my God, we want to do this, we want to do it." So we decided, okay, it's fine, let's activate other areas. So
which is good.
Yeah, so we're activating Pretoria next week, and then we're activating Durban and Mpumalanga. Then we're working on Cape Town. So we have these teams all over, basically. So now it's a national movement. So it will be. So
you're in Cape Town. Before you get to Cape Town, basically you find people in Cape Town and you train them, because it has to be actually perfect.
Yeah.
Like Florence in that role. She's in that role. when I heard Florence's voice, and I'm like, this lady is like to the T. So ladies like, she's to the T. And you guys train them, and for them to, and how long does the training take? To put them on a 2-month or 3-month training before the activation? Because I know you have to know what you are doing.
Yeah.
Because if you do not know how to do the activation, how will you be able to speak and go further into the situation? Because I believe you also have to have someone that understands this type of. Yeah. Because it takes counseling sessions as well.
Correct. It does. Correct. Yeah. We have a lady who trains these girls, but we believe that training is not we train you today, done. No, it's a continuous thing. Yeah. Just like media training, just like any training. I could be an executive, but I don't know everything. I need to be reminded. So that's basically what we do with the girls. And luckily, some are from Cape Town, some are from Mpumalanga, some are from Limpopo. So it makes it easier for us to then activate all these teams. Because the one mentor who's from Cape Town will then lead the team in Cape Town. The one who's from Ekurhuleni, the same. And so on and so on.
So Panties and Bras is basically
all over. It's just
all the pinks and purples. Like just okay, now guys, just line out, just line her out, like just line this brand out. Panties and Bras.
Yes. I know some males were very, very uncomfortable at first.
Yeah. What would it be? Because imagine they have to keep a panty.
And that is why we've gotten them involved with the campaign, because
which helps it though, because with this thing that they're going around, the women and men are trash, so they have to
men need to be comfortable buying underwear for not just their girlfriends, but for people who really, really need.
Yeah.
So that's why we've gotten Mtlati, Mtlati Mafasha on board. We've gotten Election, Sandazwane.
Election?
Yes, of course.
Go to his Instagram. You'll see they are pushing it. They have a board that says I support. But you know what? The thing is, we've had men who are single fathers.
Yes.
And this one time, this guy said, "Oh my goodness, I actually never thought of that, and I don't know how this child gets the panties and bras. I actually need to ask her." And then he found out, when he gives her a monthly allowance, so the child would go without telling the father to go and buy. And then for him it was a light bulb, like, okay, I never thought of this. So you know what, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to support it. So there's a lot of single fathers there who are raising daughters.
Yes.
So excuse me. So men are coming on board and they are
excited. We need more of them to be on board.
Guys, today, it's not to be ashamed to buy a panty and a bra. Because they've got men on panties and bra that are helping with the activation, as you've heard. It's alright. Is it right? Is it righty boy, not yet? But I'm so excited. Like, this is so amazing, guys. Like, literally, it takes a strong person and with a lot of passion and with a lot of patience. It's a calling. There's a difference between a calling and being chosen.
Of course.
Yeah.
So my thing is that I believe you guys have been chosen to not only live to be in existence, but to live the purpose. And I know for a fact that wherever you guys are going, you're just going to move, and you're already on the wave. You're already on the wave, and I pray that as you guys move, that more help comes, destiny helpers come. Because these are things that touches God's heart, that we are not forgetting why we are here. As we conclude, is there anything you guys would like to?
I'll just touch on purpose, as you were saying. I mean, this campaign may look easy, but it's not really easy. But what we do is we remind each other of
what are the challenges, before we close it? What are the challenges? Like, name one or two of the challenges you guys face.
Girls dealing with sugar daddies. It's hard to change someone's perspective when society tells you that.
And the logistics of it?
But let me touch on that first. Okay. It's hard to change your perspective when everyone around you has been telling you that this is how you are supposed to live. And when I come and I tell you, no, there's actually a much better way. Focus on school, do this. It's hard. So that's a challenge on its own, but we are working on that. Another challenge would be maybe people coming to assist us. We get excited and just to find that no, this is not their vision. Their goal is different from ours, and that's a challenge because we get excited when people come on board. But they come on board for their own reasons, and then we have to drop them or they drop us, and it's sad. But we keep reminding each other that hey, we are in this together.
So it's only the two that literally drives. That literally sits down every week or every week, twice or thrice a week, and say, okay, this is our strategy for the next week or so. There's no one, because I believe besides the Panties and Bras and the Flojo Foundation, there's other brands that you guys also run. Which are the one that you have? Running?
I have AfriVibe, which is a record label. And then I have Flojo Media, which is a media company. We do PR, marketing, TV production, and all that. So it's a lot. But trust me, there's one thing about a calling or a vision, that you don't sleep. We literally don't sleep. Like
I remember calling you and I'm like, no. Like, I literally called her and I'm like, I would like you guys to come and show me, but I'm so tired. And it's like, girl, we prayed for this. So don't be complaining that you.
So yeah,
it's true. You don't sleep.
We don't
You will
sleep.
have no peace until it's accomplished.
Exactly, and God gives you that strength to push through something that is of God. The strength is renewed every day.
Yes.
And our prayer is that God connects us with people that are supposed to be here.
Yes.
And we have that grace that people who volunteer, we have a lot of volunteers, and it's people who are coming with genuine hearts. So it will be 1 or 2 or 3 who are coming for just the testers or just with associating with a certain brand for their personal gain. But God is faithful. He quickly exposes and then disconnect them. And so everything has been going. It has been rough a bit, but God is basically using that, and saying, these are your people. But again, a shout out to a lot of I wanted to say churches,
Say them.
Actually schools that are opening their doors. I mean, the principals, the teachers, the educators, they give us time to go to school and speak to these kids during the LO period. And right now we're busy with a book. It's done. So we're going to be releasing a book next month. And this is for the girls. It's a story of a young girl that went through a whole lot of,
Sorry, you both are writing.
No.
I'm writing
Flo is writing it.
I was just about to say, yay! I want that book. We should bring you back for that book.
Yeah, so the book will be released next month, and the first people that will get this book is the kids, the girls. So they will go. There's our stories that relates to a lot of experiences they are going through, and they don't have that time, or they don't get the time or the chance to speak to someone about it. So we will use it as a tool as well to say, actually can open up and speak to us about it.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming on to Divine Women Empowerment Inspirational Talk with myself right on Global Conference Television. It has been fantastic with the pants and the bra. Actually, you know what, I was checking, do I have the right bra? And I used to check that.
As long as it's comfortable.
Hey, it's comfortable, girl. It has to have a cushion. Some of us, we have to have. So tell us, where can they find you? How can they, those who want to be part of, if you want to be part of this campaign, if you want to be, get involved in it, it's very important that, there's a joy literally in giving back. So please, to enlighten our viewers, where can they get in touch with you? What are the contact details, your social media handles quickly, and then we can just, because I'm definitely game for this. This is awesome.
Right.
Panties and bra, it's like pink and purple. Those are lingerie colors goes, but
Have to make it visible.
yes.
Okay, we have a website that we've just launched, so it's www.pantiesandbras.org.za. We are on Facebook, Panties and Bras Campaign. We're on Instagram, Panties and Bras _SA, and we are on Twitter, Panties and Bras SA.
Panties and Bras.
Panties and Bras.
They're still trying to figure it out.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. So, if anyone wants to join your next move, you see you're going to be homeless.
So
They can-
so on the website we have forms, so they can go on the website. There's a form for volunteering, and there's a form for becoming a member or donation. So everything is there.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you.
was
Thank you
awesome.
so much.
Right, there we have it. We had an amazing talk today with Flojo Foundation. They camping with their Panties and Bra campaigns. I'm still stunned by this amazing campaign that they're running. But thank you so much for joining us right here on Divine Women Empowerment Inspirational Talk on Global Conference Television. It has been an amazing time having them, and do not forget, there is joy in giving back. When you give back, you will receive your reward. Thank you so much. This is your host, Carol.